So up next, we are joined by Caroline Brown and Jim Davis from Fluke Networks to show us how their tools and technology can help identify and solve real-world cabling and connectivity issues. So welcome to Avixa TV.
Thank you.
How
Thanks
are you
for
both
having us.
doing?
Very
Great.
well.
Yeah, how's the feet?
A little tired,
Yeah.
but for good reasons. It's been a fabulous show so far.
So I'm really excited to see what we've got going on here during this, this interview. So to start us off, can you tell us a little bit about Fluke Networks and what you guys do?
Of course. So Fluke Networks is recognized as a worldwide leader in the certification, troubleshooting, verification and qualification of all your copper and fiber cabling that goes into networks. So in kind of more simple terms, all the Ethernet networks that are installed, they operate off of copper or fiber, and they need to be tested and certified. And then once they're up and running, oftentimes they require troubleshooting if there's a problem going on. And we do that, and we do it very well.
I'm very excited to talk about fiber today. Obviously, very popular in the industry. And what are some of the common issues with fiber optics that people may not be aware of? And why is inspection and cleaning so important to making sure everything is working properly?
Sure. So we're big advocates for educating people on kind of fiber cleanliness and fiber hygiene. And we always advocate for cleaning the end face of the fiber. One of the most common problems in fiber is contamination of the end face. And if you contaminate the end face of the fiber, that's going to impact the performance of your network. So what we have here, and we're going to do a live demo,
Ooh.
Oh, no.
is I've already inspected this end face, so it's clean, right, to save us time. And I'm looking at the end face of this fiber here, all right, in my fiber optic camera. And what I'm going to do here at this point is I'm going to contaminate it just simply by touching the end of my finger. And what that's going to do is it's going to transfer oil to the end face of the fiber.
Yeah.
If I don't take care of that, that's going to be a problem. But worse still, if I now plug this dirty fiber into my clean fiber, and I now re-inspect what was my clean fiber, I have contaminated the other end of that fiber. So it transfers. So we advocate every time you touch fiber, you inspect, if necessary you clean, you re-inspect, and then you connect. If you don't do that and you have contamination, you're going to have loss of light at that point of connection, which will result in loss of data packets, which will result in poor network performance. So in an AV world, in a video, that might be a poor picture, pixelated. In audio, that might be choppy. So it's essential that you have good fiber installation practices.
Wonderful. So that's right. And so how often, should you be cleaning
We
that?
advocate every time.
Every
time you touch or handle your fiber, and don't assume that fiber out of a bag new is clean, because it invariably is not.
Okay.
And if you don't inspect and you put that dirty fiber into your network, you're now going to contaminate potentially that very expensive fiber optic component.
Yeah, you definitely want to take care of that. It's not cheap. So now shifting a little bit to copper and Ethernet cables. Can you tell us a little bit about what problems you're seeing there, and how do your tools help to solve in that regard?
Sure, it's exciting. We've been working with copper cables, Ethernet cables, Category 5, Category 6, Category 6A for many years. And it surprises me how often people say, do I really need to certify it? Do I really need to test it when I install it? They say, I have good cable and a good installer and good components. Why do I need to test it? And, this will be a surprise, your active equipment will tell you if it's not working. It will tell you by not working.
That's a good
Yeah.
telltale sign.
And so it turns out it's just less expensive to test the cable when you first install it. We have standards that guide us in how to do that.
So what about, so we talked about obviously the fiber side of it. What about Wi-Fi? Do you have anything that can help on that?
Yeah, so we're all about physical media, glass, copper, and the air around us. We find more and more people are doing transmissions on the air. So we make test equipment. Caroline mentioned when you first install it, we make sure it's installed right. And if I hope you don't have a problem, but we'll tell you if the problem is the cable. Always use pink cable. Maybe not.
That's a good tip.
Love it.
It was a good try. It was a good try. If there is an issue, you want to test the issue before you switch out the widget. Same thing applies to the wireless. So I'm going to try and do another live demo. And here is our Link IQ Duo, and it has this really interesting screen. When we're testing wireless, what we're going to test with the wireless is signal strength, interference, and saturation of the channel. You might have the interstate highway. The interstate highway has plenty of room. It's got lots of lanes. But at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, there's too much traffic. This one screen on our tester will show us how busy, how much traffic there is
nice.
in each one of the frequencies, 2.4, 5, and even the new 6 gigahertz. And then on the right-hand axis, it will show us the signal strength. So with a single view, we can get a good idea. Let's take a look at the overlap here. We can get a look at, is there traffic, is there signal, and is there interference from the adjacent channels? This helps us to understand if right now, right here, where the device is not working, is it the device or is it our wireless network? So that is that's our exciting new product that we're showing at the show this year.
Wow, there's a lot of other industries we wish you could work with to help streamline some traffic issues. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
No, this is wonderful. And it's very rare that we get to have a product demo on Avixa TV live here. So
And it
we're
went so
excited.
well.
And it all works
It's very rare for us as well.
And so I know all of our attendees here who can stop by your booth, they'll be able to check this out. But yeah, can you just tell us where we can find you and if you're doing anything else over at the booth that you want to highlight?
Yeah, sure. We're located at booth 7445. Basically, just look for the banner that says Avenue of Eats,
Yeah.
and we're right underneath the Avenue of Eats banner, 7445.
It's a
Got it.
perfect place. Get some food, then go check out Fluke Networks. I love it.
One last thing I was going to mention, tomorrow afternoon I have a presentation where I'm going to be talking about fiber optic testing, and here at Avixa, of course, and hopefully anyone who's interested will come and join us to learn more about fiber testing.
Fantastic.
Thank you for the shout out.
Yes.
Definitely one not to miss. Thank you so much, Caroline and Jim, for those wonderful demonstrations that worked. And everyone should stop by their booth at 7445 to check them out firsthand.